I've always said this, Brett, if I can't go home and explain it to the people of West Virginia, I can't vote for it. And I cannot vote to continue with this piece of legislation. I just can't. I've tried everything humanly possible. I can't get there.
You're done. This is a no.
This is a no on this legislation. I have tried everything I know to do.
John Podhoretz.
I don't know how Joe Manchin could have made it any clearer beginning in March of this year that he was not going to support this bill. He said, $1.5 trillion, that's what I'm in for. Then the bill comes out, it's $6 trillion, it's $3.5 trillion, now it's either $2 trillion, $2.2 trillion, $1.75 trillion. He told Chuck Schumer, my number is $1.5 trillion. He wrote an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal saying, my number is $1.5 trillion. That is Joe Manchin. That has been Joe Manchin all year. It is malpractice for the political malpractice on the part of the Biden administration that they did not take him at his word. They do not have a big majority. They have a 50-50 Senate. He said, if you go this way, I'm a no. And they kept saying, don't say you're a no. Let's negotiate. Let's negotiate. Let's negotiate. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. They had victory on the bipartisan infrastructure bill, and they held it until way later than they could have had it and then touted it. And here they are right now with a huge loss at the end of the year. This is very bad politics. And the idea the idea that what this demonstrates is that Biden has some kind of political talent for getting big bills through, that has now been exposed as a sham and a delusion. Like, this is a terrible political outcome, one of the worst I think we've seen for a first-year president ever.
You know, Phil Rucker, I have to say the head scratcher for me is this idea they chose to basically negotiate with everybody else first and hope there would be the pressure campaign would work. I never understood it at the time, and now obviously it looks like a total strategic miscalculation.
Yeah, Chuck, and we should keep in mind the backdrop here. The pressure campaign doesn't work if the American people are not behind the president. And the polling for the last several months has indicated a declining popularity for President Biden. You know, Gallup had numbers recently showing he is nearly as polarizing as President Trump was during his presidency, with a huge gap in approval between registered Republicans and registered Democrats. And that's the data that somebody like Senator Manchin is looking at when he's thinking about whether he's going to put his neck on the line, you know, representing a conservative state like West Virginia to get behind this president's agenda. And so Biden was unable to really sell these policy proposals out with the American people.
$1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential this week. So just remind them, I wrote the bill on the environment. Why would I not be for it? Guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah,